Participation has no substitute. Many a person is sort of looking at life go by, or he thinks his body or his mind is something that you look at or observe. Now, it isn't that a 5-year-old kid is saner than somebody who was 35. Probably the 35-year-old person is saner, really, than the 5-year-old. But they have a different viewpoint, a different philosophy of existence. 35 has learned that it's dangerous to do anything but spectate. So he's learned that that's the thing to do. Let's sit back and watch. Let's not get in there and pitch. Let's not really get in there and stir things up. As far as sanity is concerned, this 5-year-old kid may have birth and restimulation and everything else, but he still has a philosophy. He still has a philosophy of participate. He has not been disenfranchised from life. Nobody has convinced him that he is an alien. See, he doesn't walk into a store and feel, I am a stranger here. And yet this song, with words and music, has been drummed in very hard into the 35-year-old. He walks into a store. He might not know what he wants to buy, but he sure knows that he is actually a stranger in that store. This he knows. 5-year-old kid doesn't know that. He walks into the store. This is my store. Rap, rap, bang, bang. Clerk comes by and says, can't you mind this little brat? And so forth. But he owns the store. He also has not yet had it pounded into his head once more that he mustn't touch the physical universe. So he gets into the toy bins and the nail bins and so forth, and he gets them scattered all around the floor. He touches the physical universe. His parents and other people will finally back him off to a point where he will once more, in this life, content himself with looking at it, but not participating in it. Now, the actual physical well-being of a person is as good as he can participate in life. His mind is as good as he can use it, not as good as it will reel off a player piano roll or something. He is as well off as he can walk out here and learn how to drive a tractor or play a harmonica. You'll find out learning incidence drops as the years increase. But this is only this one factor. Participation has dropped. And spectatoring has risen. So if participation has dropped, naturally the ability of the person to put what he knows to work has dropped also. Now, essentially, the physical universe is a game. Game is a third dynamic operation. So is auditing. So is communication. Third dynamic. This universe would have no value whatsoever unless it could be used as a playing field. That would have no value. The truth of the matter is there, as far as the reason why is concerned of existence, the reason why is a game. And when it ceases to be a game, there is no reason why. So a person only becomes baffled about a reason why when it has ceased to be a game. Well, how could it cease to be a game? By a person no longer being a player. A person is no longer a player. A person becomes a pawn. What do you think a pawn on a chessboard thinks about? It waits for somebody else to move it. It might sit there and look at the rest of the board, maybe. But it's merely a spectator. Somebody else has got to come along and move it on another square. Of course, there's one step lower than this. That's a broken pawn. If he can't play a game, he can't do anything. He has nothing else to do. That's the hideous part of all this. People come around and they tell you, now life is serious. It's important. You know what they're trying to do? Trying to make a pawn out of you. That's how you make pawns. You come up to somebody and you say, now listen, life is serious, it's important, so forth and so on, and you are an it, you know, and it's very serious, it's very important, and you move when I move you.